Have you ever wondered what time really is? We live by it every day, but imagine for a moment, what if time, as you know it, suddenly stopped? Would everything around you freeze? Or would time keep ticking for you alone, breaking you free from reality? What if time isn't linear, but fluid, malleable, a dimension we could bend or even stop? Today, we'll discover if we can halt time or even unravel it completely. Let's start at the beginning. What is time exactly? To us, it feels like an endless line pushing us from the past to the future. But what if that line isn't as fixed as we think? Scientists tell us that time isn't just a tool for arranging events. It's the fourth dimension, a fundamental aspect of the universe. Without time, nothing would exist as we know it. Everything would be locked into a single, frozen moment, without progress or change. Can you imagine a world without time? It sounds like science fiction, but physics reveals something astounding. Time can be slowed down, and not just slightly, infinitely. The faster you move, the slower time flows for you. If you could reach the speed of light, time would literally stand still for you. Imagine traveling at the speed of light in a spacecraft. For you, time would freeze, and you'd stay young forever, while the world around you ages. Eternal youth at the cost of losing everything you know. Fascinating and terrifying, right? Speed isn't the only factor. Gravity also affects time. The stronger the gravitational force, the slower time moves. Imagine approaching a black hole, a place where gravity is so intense that time almost stops. While you spend just 1 second near the black hole, years might pass here on Earth. Imagine taking one step closer and watching the world speed by. This means time isn't fixed. It's a fluid that can be twisted by gravity. So can we truly stop time? In theory, yes, but in practice, it's almost impossible. To even come close to light speed, you'd need an incomprehensible amount of energy. And even if you succeeded, time might stop for you, but the rest of the universe would keep moving. Imagine living in a frozen moment forever, while the world outside evolves, changes, and fades in an instant. Would stopping time truly mean you could control it, or would it mean being left behind forever? And what if we could not only stop time, but manipulate it? Time travel has fascinated us for centuries, but it's fraught with bizarre paradoxes. Imagine going back in time and making the smallest change, something as simple as moving a pebble. The consequences could ripple out, altering the entire future. This is the time travel paradox. The simple question of controlling time traps us in a maze of logic we can never escape. So what does this all mean? Time is an elusive, fluid phenomenon. We can bend it, maybe even come close to stopping it, but fully controlling it. That remains out of reach. And maybe that's for the best. Imagine a world where time truly stops, where everything, including our lives, is trapped forever in a single instant. Time is the universe's greatest mystery, and maybe it wants to stay that way. Time is everywhere, yet we barely understand it. We've explored its mysteries, from bending and slowing it to the mind-bending paradoxes of time travel. But here's the big question. Would you want to control time? Would you risk the unknown for a chance to pause, rewind, or even rewrite reality? If you're as fascinated by these questions as we are, don't just stop here. Hit that subscribe button, because we're diving even deeper. There are so many more mysteries to uncover, questions that could change how we see the world, the universe, and even ourselves. And who knows, maybe together we'll uncover the truth behind time.